Dear Starseed from Gaia, the man who is coming to love you has already loved your soul before this lifetime began, and everything you thought you knew about who he would be is about to be undone. I am Ophelia, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I bring this transmission directly to you from the reunion guides, delivered in this precise moment because your heart is finally ready to receive it. You have carried a picture in your mind, a face, a feeling, a certain kind of strength. You have waited for someone familiar, someone who matches the love story you rehearsed in quiet moments. But the reunion guides are asking you to set that picture down gently, because the man destined to love you in sacred union will arrive in a form your mind did not predict, and your heart will recognize him before your thoughts catch up. By the end of this transmission, you will understand exactly how to recognize your divine counterpart, even when he does not look like the love you expected. But here is the first revelation. The reason you have not fully received him yet is not because he is absent. It is because you have been looking through the eyes of old wounds instead of through the eyes of your awakened heart. The reunion guides confirm that divine love does not announce itself the way fear taught you to expect. It arrives quietly, steadily, and with a soul-level recognition that stops you mid-breath. You did not find this transmission by chance. Your heart called this message in. Something in you knew, before you pressed play, that today was the day a truth needed to reach you. Like this transmission to affirm to the universe that your heart is ready for divine love. Subscribe if you are walking the twin flame path and aligning with sacred union. Comment 1111 if you feel your heart opening to what is being spoken here. This is not content. This is a moment of divine intervention, and your soul has been waiting for this guidance. Your heart knows why you are here. There is someone coming into your life who will make you question everything you thought love was supposed to feel like. Not because they will hurt you, not because they will confuse you, but because the love they carry will be so profoundly different from anything you have ever encountered, so utterly pure and resonant, that your entire nervous system will have to learn a new language, an entirely new vibrational vocabulary, just to receive it. Imagine having only ever heard whispers and half-truths, and then suddenly being immersed in a symphony of divine resonance. Your very cells, accustomed to the dissonance of conditional affection, will awaken to a harmony that feels both utterly new and deeply ancient, a forgotten melody your soul recognizes as its true home. This love will not fit into the boxes you built from past experiences, nor will it conform to the stories you told yourself about what you deserved. It will dismantle your preconceptions, not with force, but with an overwhelming tide of grace, inviting you to let go of the limited definitions of love you once held sacred. You have been preparing for this sacred meeting longer than you know, tracing an invisible thread through countless lifetimes and countless lessons. Every relationship that ended before it should have, leaving an aching void in its wake, was not a dead end, but a directional signpost on your spiritual map. Every night you spent gazing at the stars, wondering why genuine connection always seemed to stop just short of something real, always felt like a phantom limb, was a deepening of your soul's longing, honing your discernment for the authentic. Every vulnerable moment you convinced yourself that perhaps you were asking for too much, wanting too deeply, feeling too intensely for this world, was merely the universe confirming the immense capacity for love residing within you. None of that was failure, not a single tear, not a single moment of doubt. All of it, every single heart-wrenching, soul-stirring experience was preparation. The universe, in its infinite wisdom and boundless economy, does not waste experience on souls it has marked for something truly extraordinary. And without a shadow of a doubt, through the intricate tapestry of your journey, you have been profoundly marked for a love that transcends the ordinary. Your journey has been a divine curriculum, carefully curated to forge a vessel capable of holding a magnificent, unconditional love. But here is what no one truly tells you about a destined meeting, about the convergence of two souls meant to intertwine at this precise moment in cosmic time. It does not always arrive neatly packaged. adorned with the ribbons of your carefully constructed imagination. You may have, over the years, built a vivid picture in your mind of what your person looks like, the precise cadence of their voice, the specific path they walk in life, the cinematic way the moment of your meeting unfolds. And this soul, the one who is rapidly coming into your orbit, may shatter every single one of those cherished images, like delicate glass breaking to reveal a diamond. This is not to disappoint you, to leave you feeling bereft or confused. On the contrary, it is to profoundly free you from the constricting limitations of what your wounded self, conditioned by past pain and societal expectations, thought it deserved or even allowed itself to dream of. It is an act of divine mercy, clearing away the fog of expectation so you can see the truth of what your soul truly yearns for, often something far grander and more resonant than your ego could ever conceive. Because here is the profound truth, often whispered only in the deepest spiritual chambers, a truth that most people on this arduous, yet ultimately rewarding path have never been genuinely told. The reason you have not yet experienced the expansive, unconditional love your soul remembers from its purest origins is not because it does not exist in this earthly realm, or because it has bypassed you entirely. It is because there is still a version of you, perhaps dormant or subtly hidden, that would not recognize it, that would not fully know how to embrace it, even if it arrived in its purest form at your doorstep. There is still a part of you, a subtle energetic imprint, that is tuned to a frequency built from the echoes of old pain, the unwritten clauses of old contracts with self and others, and the restrictive definitions of what love is allowed to be based on scarcity and fear. And your divine counterpart, who operates on a frequency of pure, unadulterated love and authenticity, simply cannot enter a signal that is still broadcasting from that old, distorted station of fear and unworthiness. It's like trying to receive a crystal-clear broadcast on a radio tuned to static. The pure signal is always there, but your receiver needs recalibration. Most people navigating the labyrinth of modern connection believe, consciously or unconsciously, that love is something that passively happens to them. They remain in a state of hopeful, yet ultimately passive waiting, scanning the horizon for the right circumstances, the right swipe on an app, the right serendipitous introduction, the magical moment when life finally decides to be benevolent and generous. They look outside themselves, believing the external world holds the key. But the souls who are truly close to their destined union, who are on the precipice of receiving the love their hearts have always yearned for, are not waiting for love to simply find them like a lost coin. They are, often silently and deeply, in the midst of a profound and sacred transformation that is making them not merely deserving, but truly ready and capable of holding the immense, unconditional love they have always been asking for. They are becoming the energetic match, aligning their inner landscape with the vibrant garden they wish to cultivate. You, dear soul, are in that very transformation right now, undergoing an alchemical shift at the deepest levels of your being. That is precisely why this message has reached you, why these words resonate within the secret chambers of your heart. The profound, often unnameable ache you might feel in your chest, that sense of a yearning void, is not emptiness as you might have once believed. It is, in fact, the glorious sensation of expansion. Your heart, once confined by fear and protection, is growing larger, stretching its sacred boundaries to hold the immeasurable love that is already moving towards you. And what is coming, what is manifesting in your physical reality, is not just a mere relationship as the world defines it. It is a profound recalibration of your entire understanding of union, of the very essence of love itself, and of who you truly are when you are finally and completely seen, cherished, and honored at a soul level. It is a rebirth of your internal landscape, preparing for a divine mirroring. What you just felt, that quiet ache mixed with an undeniable spark of recognition, is not sadness lingering from past wounds. It is your deepest frequency, your innermost vibrational signature, remembering the pure, unadulterated love it came here, to this earthly plane, to receive and embody. If this transmission, these words, stirred something within you that you cannot quite name, but resonates with the deepest chambers of your soul, then know this. The divine love frequency code was specifically written, channeled, and brought forth for this exact, pivotal moment in your transformative journey. It contains 5 sacred Arcturian transmissions designed to gently but powerfully dissolve the old wounds, energetic blocks, and limiting beliefs that have been consciously or unconsciously standing between you and your divine counterpart, simultaneously activating the potent, magnetic signal within you that draws them ever closer. This is not just information. It is an energetic activation. The link to access this profound wisdom is in the first pinned comment. But please understand, it will only remain there for a short and precious window of time, as this is a specific energetic alignment opportunity. The first key, the worthiness recalibration. Love cannot land where it is not welcomed. Before this magnificent soul, your divine counterpart, can fully arrive and integrate into your life, something profound inside you must shift at a level far deeper than mere conscious thought or intellectual understanding. You may tell yourself, with all your conscious will, that you unequivocally deserve love. You may diligently repeat affirmations, morning and night, hoping to reprogram your subconscious. You may tirelessly do the inner work, devouring spiritual books, attending workshops, and saying your fervent prayers to the universe. Yet, somewhere beneath all of that dedicated effort, often nestled in the silent, shadowed corners of your energetic blueprint, there is frequently a deeply embedded belief that was installed in your psyche long before you were old enough to question its validity. This insidious belief often whispers that love must be earned, that it is a prize for the deserving. It insists that you must perform impeccably, achieve monumental things, shrink your authentic self to be palatable, or sacrifice your own needs and desires to be chosen, to be deemed worthy of affection. It convinces you that the pure, unconditional love you truly yearn for, the one your soul recognizes, is reserved for people who are somehow inherently more ready, more healed, more whole, or more perfect than you perceive yourself to be. This insidious, pervasive belief is the first and most formidable lock on the golden door to your sacred union. And no amount of external waiting, no amount of hoping for a savior, will dissolve its grip. Only honest, courageous, and compassionate inner reckoning will turn this ancient key. Your divine counterpart will not come into your life to prove your worth to you, for true worth is intrinsic and cannot be proven or disproven by another. They will arrive because you have already, through your own sacred journey of self-discovery, reclaimed it yourself, recognized it as your birthright, and integrated it into the very fabric of your being. The worthiness unlock is not a distant destination to be reached. It is a daily, conscious practice of choosing yourself first, not in a selfish or ego-driven manner, but in profound, sacred self-recognition. It is the transformative moment you stop contorting yourself, making yourself energetically smaller, to fit inside other people's restrictive comfort zones or limited perceptions of you. Instead, you begin, with a gentle yet firm resolve, to take up the full, radiant, energetic space your magnificent soul was always designed to occupy in this world. When this pivotal key turns, something truly extraordinary, almost miraculous, begins to unfold in your life. The relationships and connections that were subtly draining your vital life force, those built on energetic imbalance or unspoken expectations, begin to naturally fall away, like autumn leaves releasing from a tree. The recurring patterns of disappointment and unfulfillment that once seemed inescapable begin to miraculously break, losing their power over you. And your energetic broadcast, the unique vibrational signal you are constantly putting out into the vast field of consciousness, begins to subtly yet powerfully shift from one of quiet desperation and perceived lack to one of deep, unwavering self-possession and grounded magnetism. You stop attracting from a place of seeking what's missing and begin effortlessly drawing from the overflowing cup of your inherent wholeness. The second key, the mirror recognition. Your counterpart reflects what you have already healed. There is a profound and pervasive misunderstanding, deeply ingrained in the collective consciousness, about what a divine partner is truly meant to do for you, what their ultimate role is in your spiritual journey. The prevailing cultural narrative, endlessly reinforced by media and societal expectations, tells you that your destined person will complete you, that you will finally feel whole and unbroken when they arrive, that love is the elusive missing piece of your fragmented self. But on the sacred and often counterintuitive path of divine union, the truth is, in fact, the precise reverse of this popular belief. Your counterpart does not arrive to complete you, for you are already a complete and sovereign soul. Instead, they come as a magnificent, living mirror, perfectly calibrated to reflect your inherent completion, your achieved wholeness, and the profound beauty of your self-mastery back to you. This means that the exquisite qualities you most deeply long to experience and cherish in a partner, qualities like deep, empathetic listening, an unwavering sense of emotional safety, consistent, genuine presence, and profound, authentic tenderness, are not qualities you will magically receive before you have diligently cultivated and embodied them within your own being. The universe, in its elegant wisdom, is always, without exception, matching frequency. It operates on a principle of resonance. If you have not yet dedicated yourself to learning how to listen to your own inner life, your deepest intuitions, and your quietest needs with patience, curiosity, and compassion, you will inevitably struggle to attract or even recognize someone who listens to you in that profound and attentive way. If you have not yet consciously created a sanctuary of emotional safety and unwavering self-acceptance within your own nervous system, allowing yourself to feel all emotions without judgment, you will unconsciously, almost instinctively, push away the very people who offer that genuine sacred safety. This is not a judgment from the universe, nor is it a punishment for perceived shortcomings. It is simply the elegant and undeniable mechanics of sacred energetic law, a universal principle as reliable as gravity. When this transformative key turns within you, you consciously stop looking for another person to give you what you have not yet cultivated and generously given to yourself. You begin, with newfound clarity, to recognize your counterpart not as a savior who will fill your voids, but as a breathtaking mirror, reflecting the radiant light you have diligently cultivated within your own soul. And the beautiful, often surprising paradox of this realization is that once you authentically embody the very qualities you have been tirelessly seeking in another, once you become the living expression of that divine frequency, you become utterly irresistible, not in a superficial way, but in a soul-deep manner, to those who authentically carry and vibrate at that very same frequency. You become a beacon, drawing your equal. The third key, the karmic release. Old contracts were meant to teach, not to stay. As you step, with courage and intention, into this radiant new chapter of your life, understand that you are not carrying only the singular story of your own heart. You are, at a subtle energetic level, carrying the cumulative weight and resonance of every significant relationship that left an indelible mark upon your soul, every intricate emotional thread that was woven into your being. You carry the echoes of every person who, for reasons beyond your understanding at the time, chose someone else, leaving you with a profound sense of questioning. You carry the memory of every love that, despite its initial promise and intensity, died prematurely before it should have, leaving a spiritual scar. You carry the imprint of every moment you generously gave everything of yourself, pouring your essence into another, only to receive far less, or perhaps nothing substantial in return. These experiences, however painful or perplexing they may have been, did not happen to you by mere accident or cruel twist of fate. They were, in fact, agreed upon at a profound soul level, sacred contracts consciously entered into before your current incarnation, meticulously designed to awaken specific dormant gifts within you, to illuminate hidden wisdom, and to provide the precise lessons needed to heal specific ancient wounds within your lineage and your own soul's history. These were training grounds for your highest evolution. But here's the critical distinction: the clause that these initial soul contracts emphatically did not include. A binding agreement that says you must carry the dense, often draining energy of those relationships forever, as if they were eternal anchors chaining you to the past. Many beautiful souls who find themselves standing on the very edge of their most significant, most transformative union are being held back, not by the uncertainties of the future, but by the unresolved echoes and lingering energetic entanglements of the past. They are still unconsciously or consciously entangled with former partners, still replaying the agonizing scenarios of old disappointments, still bracing themselves for the familiar sting of betrayal, even when surrounded by the purest vibrations of genuine, unconditional love. This is not a sign of weakness, nor a flaw in your character. It is the natural, understandable consequence of deep wounds that were never fully acknowledged, never fully tended to, never fully integrated and released. When this pivotal key turns, you consciously and compassionately release what was only ever meant to teach you invaluable lessons, and then be respectfully set free. You extend profound gratitude and heartfelt thanks to the soul contracts that, through their challenges, brought you to this heightened level of awareness, this profound state of readiness. You consciously, deliberately, and with divine intention, cut the energetic cords and attachments that are still subtly pulling your precious life force, your attention, and your vital energy away from your highest divine path and your destined union. And in this liberating act, you arrive at your destined meeting, not as someone who is still reeling, still recovering from past hurts and replaying old narratives, but as someone who has been profoundly prepared, tempered by the fire of experience, and now stands whole, sovereign, and ready to embrace a love built on freedom and presence. The fourth key, the sacred timing surrender. The universe is not late. If there is one profound place on the spiritual journey where even the most dedicated, the most consciously aware souls tend to lose their unwavering faith, it is in that often vast and seemingly unending space between the intuitive knowing of a truth and its tangible manifestation, between the heart's deepest conviction and the physical receiving of its desire. You can understand, intellectually and spiritually, that divine timing, a perfect cosmic synchronicity, exists and orchestrates all things. You can believe it with every fiber of your being on your brightest, most aligned days. But when the weeks turn into agonizing months, and those months begin to stretch into what feels like an eternity of years, the restless human mind, ever eager to find patterns and explanations, begins to construct intricate, often fear-based stories. It whispers insidious doubts, that you have been forgotten by the universe, that the sacred window of opportunity has irrevocably closed, that this profound union is simply not meant for you, a destiny cruelly denied. These pervasive stories, born of impatience and past disappointments, are not truth. They are merely the illusion of fear, expertly wearing the convincing costume of logic and rationalization. The universe, in its boundless wisdom and perfect orchestration, is never withholding your sacred union to punish you for perceived missteps, or to arbitrarily test your endurance to its breaking point. Instead, it is meticulously orchestrating a complex, multi-layered series of internal and external shifts, a grand cosmic ballet that must be precisely completed within both you and your divine counterpart before this fated meeting can occur with the profound depth, the unwavering stability, and the pure, unshakable foundation it is divinely designed to carry. Your counterpart, too, is on their own parallel preparation journey, navigating their unique spiritual curriculum, shedding old layers, and stepping into their own wholeness. Therefore, the timing is not delayed in any sense. It is, in every cosmic fiber, absolutely precise, unfolding according to a plan far grander than our limited human minds can grasp. When this pivotal key turns within you, you consciously stop resisting the present moment, no longer viewing it as an obstacle to be overcome or a problem to be solved before your true life can begin. You begin, instead, to deeply and unequivocally trust the sacred process of becoming, of your ongoing evolution, rather than fixating with anxious anticipation solely on the moment of arrival. And paradoxically, with a divine twist that often surprises the rational mind, This very act of genuine, heartfelt surrender to divine timing accelerates everything. Because the universe, a living, responsive intelligence, responds most powerfully to the frequency of presence, to the energy of trust and acceptance, not to the frantic, grasping vibration of desperation or forceful wanting. When you release the tight grip of forcing outcomes and fully enter the harmonious flow of trust, you become magnetically aligned with what is already, with absolute certainty, gracefully moving toward you, a river flowing inevitably to the sea. The fifth key, the frequency embodiment. Become the love you are calling. In this, dear soul, is the key that truly changes the entire game, the transformative principle that unlocks unparalleled power. Because everything that came before it, the reclaiming of your inherent worthiness, the profound clarity of mirror recognition, the liberating act of karmic release, and the serene wisdom of sacred timing surrender, it all ultimately leads here. It culminates in the radical, empowering, and utterly authentic act of becoming, right now, in your current life and within your present circumstances, the very frequency of the love you are so fervently calling into your existence. This is not about superficial pretending, nor is it a sterile exercise in manifesting through forced positivity or hollow affirmations that lack genuine feeling. This is the deep, genuine, and consistent cultivation of the emotional and energetic state that perfectly matches the divine union you desire. It is a profound inner alchemy. If your deepest yearning is for a relationship built on unwavering emotional honesty, then begin, right now, to practice radical emotional honesty with yourself in every interaction, every thought, every feeling. If you desire a partner who chooses you with absolute intention, with consistent action, and with unwavering commitment, then practice choosing yourself that very same way today, honoring your needs, boundaries, and aspirations above all else. If you envision someone who sees the sacred, the divine spark, in the ordinary moments of life, then consciously begin to seek and recognize the sacred in your own seemingly ordinary moments. The sunrise, a quiet cup of tea, the gentle rhythm of your breath. The love you so profoundly desire, the specific vibrational signature of that union, already exists as a potent, living frequency within the universal field of consciousness. And you, with your inherent divine power, possess the extraordinary ability to tune yourself to that precise frequency, to become a living embodiment of it, even before it physically manifests and arrives in your physical reality. When this ultimate key turns, something foundational in your entire energetic field shifts, changes, and vibrates at a new, higher octave. People around you, even those unaware of spiritual concepts, will intuitively begin to feel this profound shift in your presence, sensing a newfound radiance and groundedness. Synchronicities, those magical whispers from the universe, will dramatically increase, becoming undeniable signposts on your path. Old, limiting patterns of relating, of self-sabotage, of fear-based interactions will miraculously stop working because you are no longer an energetic match for them. They simply cannot resonate with your elevated state. And your destined counterpart, wherever they are in the world, across oceans or just around the corner, will begin to feel an inexplicable, undeniable pull in your direction, a soul-deep magnetism they cannot rationally explain. This happens not because you performed love correctly, not because you followed a rigid formula, but because, in the purest and most authentic sense, you became love itself. The sixth key, the separation wisdom. The distance has always been doing something sacred for those beautiful, courageous souls who have already experienced the profound, often shattering experience of encountering someone who felt like an undeniable soul recognition, a seismic shift in their spiritual landscape, and then, inexplicably, lost them to the cruel realities of physical distance, challenging circumstances, or an agonizing sense of divine timing. This key, above all others, is afuar aya, or you. The separation you experienced, that wrenching apart of what felt divinely connected, was not a failure on your part, nor was it a cosmic punishment. It was not the universe cruelly taking something precious away from you. On the contrary, it was preparation at its most demanding, its most challenging, and ultimately, its most sacred and refining. The phenomenon often referred to as twin flame separation, soul partner distance, or the bewildering, unexplained ending of a connection that felt as if it was written in the very stars. These are never punishments, nor are they capricious acts of fate. They are, in truth, divinely orchestrated intervals of intense, accelerated growth that neither soul, however evolved, could have fully achieved while remaining within the comfortable, familiar confines of the connection. The apparent gap, the seemingly empty space between you and your divine counterpart during this period, was never truly empty or void. It was, in fact, absolutely full, overflowing with every lesson, every healing, every expansion, every piece of self-mastery that both you and your counterpart needed to individually become, to fully integrate, before the sacred reunion could not only occur but could also be sustained, held, and truly blossomed into its highest potential. It was a period of forging, of self-discovery, of independent blossoming. When this profound key turns within your consciousness, you finally stop interpreting distance, silence, or temporary absence as rejection, as a sign of abandonment or unworthiness. You begin, instead, to see with clear spiritual eyes what profound growth, what inner strength, what undeniable wisdom has blossomed and taken root within you during the often agonizing period of waiting and introspection. You recognize, with an unshakable inner knowing, that the soul you encountered, the one who left such an indelible imprint, was never truly gone in the spiritual sense, because the energetic, vibrational connection between destined partners, particularly those on the twin flame or divine counterpart path, does not dissolve with physical distance or the passage of time. On the contrary, it deepens, it refines, it purifies, and it grows stronger in its subtlety. And through this powerful, often invisible energetic tether, it relentlessly draws both individuals back into perfect alignment with a force that, in its divine timing, eventually becomes utterly undeniable, leading to a reunion that is not just a meeting, but a homecoming of souls. The seventh key, the reunion readiness. The final door opens from within. There is one final sacred door on this extraordinary journey, a threshold that only you and you alone can truly open. This door cannot be opened from the outside, by external manipulation or desperate striving. It cannot be opened through the actions or the timing of your divine counterpart, however much you might wish for it. It cannot be opened through a perfect sequence of external events or meticulously orchestrated circumstances, for its mechanism is entirely internal. This profound door opens, with gentle power and resonant grace, from within, from the innermost sanctuary of your own awakened heart, when you have integrated, truly absorbed, and deeply embodied everything the journey, in its wisdom and its challenges, has asked of you. Reunion readiness, therefore, is not about reaching a state of impossible perfection, as if you must be flawlessly healed before true love can enter. It is not about having no more inner work to do, for the journey of self-discovery is lifelong. Instead, it is about reaching a profound level of inner wholeness, a deep and unshakable self-sovereignty, where you can authentically hold another magnificent soul, embracing their light and shadow without ever losing the precious thread of who you are at your core. And equally important, it is about being able to be held by another, to surrender into their love and presence, without losing your own sense of self, your own divine identity, or your connection to your own inner truth. It is a dance of two whole beings, not two halves seeking completion. When this ultimate key turns, you will feel it within the deepest chambers of your being, not primarily as an explosion of external excitement, though that joyous energy will undoubtedly come in its own time. But rather, you will feel it as a profound, deep, and utterly anchored peace, a peace that settles into your bones, a quiet knowing that permeates your entire energetic field. It is a knowing that wherever you are in your life, in this very moment, is enough. That whoever you are, in your beautiful imperfection and evolving grace, is more than ready, and that the love you have been reaching for, the divine union your soul has yearned for through countless nights and silent prayers, has been reaching for you with equal longing, equal patience, and an absolute, unshakable certainty that this sacred meeting was always going to happen, written into the very fabric of your destiny. The soul who is coming toward you right now, whose path is converging with yours, is not just another person entering your life. They are, in essence, a divine catalyst sent to accelerate your evolution. They are a living mirror, reflecting back to you the immense, often untapped potential of your own heart. They are a powerful reminder of everything your own magnificent soul is capable of generating, embodying, and experiencing. And when you finally meet, when your paths irrevocably merge, it will not feel like finding something you lost, as if you were once broken and now are made whole. Instead, with a powerful sense of déjà vu, it will feel like remembering something you always were, a deep recognition of an ancient truth that has always resided within you, simply waiting for the perfect alignment to be fully unveiled. You did not choose this path of deep soul-level love because it was the easy route, the path of least resistance. You chose it at a profound spiritual level because your soul carries an extraordinary capacity for love, an expansive, unconditional tenderness that most people are either unaware of or deeply afraid to fully inhabit and express in this world. You have, without doubt, been through relationships that served as intense classrooms, teaching you invaluable lessons about yourself, about boundaries, and about true connection. You have endured silences that stretched your patience to its absolute limits, forcing you into deep introspection. You have experienced nights that hollowed you out, leaving you feeling utterly stripped bare. Yet somehow, miraculously, the mornings brought with them a quiet strength that put you back together, piece by piece, stronger and more resilient than before. None of that, dear one. Not a single moment of pain or confusion was wasted. All of it, every single intricate thread of your personal narrative, was the sacred, divinely orchestrated preparation for a love so profound, so authentic, so utterly resonant, that it will make sense of everything that came before, weaving all your experiences into a tapestry of unparalleled beauty and meaning. The meeting that is swiftly coming, the convergence of your paths, will not look like a superficial fairy tale, adorned with impossible idealism and fleeting romance. It will look, and more importantly, it will feel like an undeniable recognition. It will be like something deep in your chest, something your soul has been holding, finally releasing a breath it has unconsciously held for years, a sigh of profound relief and homecoming. It will feel like arriving home to a place you have never physically set foot in, a sanctuary you have never seen with your earthly eyes, but a place you have always known existed within the deepest recesses of your heart. Your divine counterpart is not a reward for surviving the pain, not a prize for enduring hardship. They are not a consolation for past losses. They are, in truth, a fellow traveler, a kindred spirit who has walked their own unique, arduous, and transformative version of this sacred path, enduring their own trials and triumphs. They have arrived just like you, at the very same crossroads of readiness, poised for a profound union. What you will come to share, the foundation of your sacred bond, will not be built on the shifting sands of need, the echoes of past trauma, or the desperate longing to be completed by another. Instead, it will be built on the unshakable bedrock of two sovereign, whole, and conscious souls who chose, with immense courage and unwavering intention, to do the hard, often solitary, work of becoming whole within themselves before they chose each other in this physical reality. That, dear heart, is the kind of love that does not merely last. It is the kind of love that, forged in the crucible of self-awareness and unconditional acceptance, does not break, does not falter under pressure, and does not succumb to external circumstances. That is the kind of union that transcends superficiality, that rewrites everything you thought you knew about partnership, and that elevates both individuals to their highest, most authentic expressions of self. It is a love that will truly transform you, and through you, the world. Tonight, before you drift into the sacred space of sleep, take a moment. Gently place your hand over your heart, the very seat of your soul's wisdom, and quietly, but with your full and unwavering intention, repeat these powerful words as an energetic decree. I am ready to be known, in my fullest truth and deepest vulnerability. I am ready to be loved at the profound, expansive level I am truly capable of loving. I trust the divine timing and the sacred orchestration of my soul's unique journey, and I welcome, with an open heart and an open spirit, what is already, even now, gracefully on its way to me. You do not have to chase this love, frantically pursuing it or bending yourself into shapes to attract it. You only have to be found, radiating your authentic truth, and allowing the universe to bring your destined connection to your open heart. Before you scroll, take a moment to be part of what is forming here. Drop one intention in the comments, something real from your heart journey. Then respond to someone else's with encouragement or love. This is not content. It is collective healing. Love multiplies when hearts connect. If something in this message resonated, do not keep it to yourself. Someone in your life is waiting for this exact activation. Share it. And if you felt a soul nudge, subscribe. Stay in the flow of divine love guidance. You are not just watching, you are healing. This is your sacred space. And we are just getting started. If this transmission spoke to you, don't just walk away from it, respond to it. Help carry this message further. Every act of support helps this transmission find the next starseed who needs it.